I'm launching my first app and I'm trying to make $1 million. That's right. So follow me right now as I take you through this journey to take you from 0 to 1 million. I've never launched my own app before. And so we're going to do this live, basically. What I've done is I have this transcriber app. So what it does is you can actually upload a video and you can, with ridiculous speeds using Grok, you can have your transcriptions done. And what I ended up doing, of course, it's going to fail when I start the demo because I don't have the app running. So let me just start running this here. What ends up happening is the fact that your stuff will be transcribed at pretty much like light speed. So you put a video in here for transcribing, and what ends up happening is going to go ahead to the endpoint and it gets all your transcriptions. And what you can do from here is actually then put this up into a large language model, which will then allow you to then do all kinds of cool stuff like set up blog prompts, ask questions for that. You can do a whole number of things. And I put this experiment up on the weekend, last weekend on X, and it was crazy. So many people flooded in to use the app. Like over 200 hours of transcriptions were done within like the first 48 hours. 4,000 people slid through and just like did these transcriptions, running up my bills. And so I was like, yo, I think we got an MVP here. So this is going to be a really amazing journey right now. I'm going to go from 0, like literally $0 is costing me money. And we're going to try to see if we can, basically make $1 million. And this is a very long journey. And I, going to be doing live streams and kind of taking you along this. So right now we're at the stage of 0 to MVP. And so what I've done right now, if you go to raytranscribes.com, I have a little bit of a wait list here going on because there's just so much stuff going on right now. And I feel like I've never launched an app before. I'm kind of learning on the fly. And I want to share with you what's happening in my world right now. So what's happening in my world is like, I'm trying to go from, basically idea, which is, what I showed you there. I pushed it out to X. People really like this and they like this type of thing. And they actually want to, use it more. When I took it offline to put up that waitlist at raytranscribes.com, someone's like, yo, what's the deal, man? Is it gonna come back? I was like, yo, whoa, chill. My bill was going crazy. but I am gonna get it back up, and I'm gonna kind of reveal the plan here with you as we do this kind of live. So if you haven't had a chance to go ahead and go to raytranscribes.com, drop your name on the email list because I'm going to be dropping some more info. I'm going to basically set up authentication and so forth. So what we're going to be doing here today is I'm going to try to prototype what we're going to do so that people can use this and get some more value from it. So we're going to use V0 here. We have Cursor that's currently running. That's a little bit what you saw when I was running the server. And this is currently hosted right now on Cloudflare. So I'm running it up on Ray Transcribes. So I'll be sharing some of that. And I got inspired by my friend Gang Rui. So I was asking about people who were running memberships and stuff. And he posted on my post, and he actually had this really amazing prompt from V0. And it's called the Project Builder prompt. So I'm going to share this with you as well. And this thing's just incredible. In one shot, we're able to do a lot of research. And this is the actual prompt for the instructions. It generates the v0.dev chat stuff so that we can actually get more prototypes, but also generates like API specs and requirements using Perplexity. So this is going to be super helpful, especially if you're trying to build your apps right now, to use something like this. I actually have converted it into Markdown so that you can have this available as well on my GitHub. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that also into the chat. So for people who are following along, I have a GitHub. I have a GitHub with my cursor rules. Basically, it has my AI product dev. This is the one that this one's called. I have one for Next.js for Tailwind as well. And I also have one for Swift if you're doing some Swift development. I know there's a bunch of folks who are doing this here. So got a bunch of goodies lined up for you. And this is what we're going to be using. And I just basically have converted it into Markdown so that the LLM can follow and generate this. And we're going to put this into Cursor. So there's a lot going on here today. But the idea here today is really just to get this prototype that's up there launched so that we can have people like sign in and have some type of dashboard. So I was thinking about, it'd be kind of cool if people like go to my app, use it, sign up and get a dashboard. That way you can see all of your previous transcriptions. And the next step from there is like, hey, I want to put this into an LLM like Claude because I want to generate blog posts from this. Or I want to translate this into a different language. Let me do that. And as I keep adding features, I want to keep doing that. So right now, how am I going to make money? I have no clue. Oh man, X streaming stopped because of an error. Let's see, continue without or end broadcast. I'm going to see if I can continue without X, because it looks like X kind of failed out on me. Dang, that sucks. I really wanted the X broadcast to show up, but it looks like it's kind of stopped now. Okay, well, I guess that is what it is. So we'll have to keep streaming without my friends on X. So it's okay. People can watch this on YouTube, which would be great. And so let's see, we're going to do that here. Going to go back here and we got this going on. Let me get some music going on in the background so that way we can chill. So chill with me, folks. All right. So what we have going on here is we're taking Ray Transcribes, and I'm going to see if I can check out this prompt from Gangrui. So let's go ahead and see if we can load this back up here. And so the way that I'm going to do it, he's using it currently in Claude right now to do this type of thing. So I'm just going to go to raw. This is the whole thing here. Okay. Command copy. I'm going to load up Claude. So in Claude itself is kind of where I'll do some of the cooking here. So I'm just going to paste this prompt in. I think he created a project actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Go projects, create a new project. We'll call it Let Me Cook with V0. Cooking with V0 and Perplexity. For real, for real. Okay, create project. And so what we're going to go ahead and do is those instructions that I got on my GitHub here, I'm going to drop them into where it says custom instructions here, right here. It says product knowledge. Boop. I'm going to go there, optional. And then from here, what should Claude respond with? And it just give it basically the whole thing here. Save instructions. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is start a chat. And I want to give it basically my screenshot of my app. You know, so it's like I have this app. Actually, since I already have the code running, I'm just going to go just give it the code for the component. So I'm going to be like, hey, I have the code already for this component. Transcription form. It's basically, yeah, basically it's just my page's transcription form is component here. And I'm going to say, maybe the screenshot too would be super helpful. So I'm going to grab the screenshot from my desktop somewhere and then paste in the code as well. So I have the code here, and then let me see if I can grab the screenshot from my desktop somewhere. Let me open up a new Finder window. Please forgive me. Just doing all this stuff here. So desktop, desktop archive. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. And if you haven't had a chance to, make sure you share with a friend. I was live on X, and pretty much X, for whatever reason the stream stopped. So that's kind of a bummer, and it doesn't let me continue there. But yeah, tell some friends. Let people know what's going on here. So yeah, for those who are just joining in, basically what we're trying to do is basically go from $0 to $1 million. And so that I've never launched a SaaS before, but you know, I'm a developer and I need to learn some of the marketing stuff, which is going to be really interesting. So I want to share that with you. I met someone who does marketing. So we're going to learn some of those techniques for that. And I want to share that back with you. I feel like if you got the marketing side, and you got the code side, and you got the AI with you, dude, why can't we make $1 million, right? I mean, everyone says they can make like $1 million using ChatGPT. So why don't we do it ourselves, right? That's the whole goal here. So that's what we're trying to do right now. So, all right, so I have the code, I have the images, and then I'm saying, I want to create a dashboard so that my users can take these transcripts, then ask an LLM like Claude to generate blog posts or ask questions from the transcripts. Right? Okay, cool. So we're just going to go let it cook. So while it's cooking, let's catch up a little bit with the comments and stuff. I love doing this. Yo, let's cook. I'm working right now, but we'll have to play this in the background. That's what's up. Vlad here. Oh yeah. Hey Vlad, how's it going? Awesome. Kunal, what's cracking, man? Good to see you on the streams. I'm working on a minimalist logo designer tool. Ooh, hit me up. Yo, let me tap in. I need a logo. Uses React and all the famous icons library. It's pretty basic, but hey, yo, that's what's up. Dan Vega, hey, how's it going, man? My newest follower. I really love that you've been able to promote me. I really appreciate that. That's just so cool that you've been able to roll on through. It's just really nice. Jeff B, how do you ensure V0 takes the UI responsive 100% of the time? I think, Jeff, you can't necessarily always guarantee it, and you kind of have to iterate. So I think you may have to, we should probably experiment with giving what I do is take the existing prompts that you have right now, and if you're finding it's inconsistent, put it into Claude, just like we're doing right now, and just say, hey, I'm finding that the UI is not always responsive 100% of the time. Can you help me give instructions so this LLM can always output responsive design? And then you'll see, just let it do its thing, right? It's going to generate a whole new prompt. The key here is to say, I want the output to be in Markdown. So make sure it comes out as Markdown. And once you have that Markdown output, that's what you're going to basically then take and put into your instructions and then try. And so you just have to do that step over and over again. So just to kind of repeat that, what you have to do is basically, if you have a set of instructions that you like, but it's not doing something like 100%, what you can do is just go ahead and take those instructions and put them into Claude. And then once you put them into Claude, what ends up happening is that you can just tell it to go ahead and iterate and make that specific change that you want. So in this case, you were saying, hey, my UI is not always responsive with these instructions. Can you give me a new set of instructions and make sure the output is in Markdown so that my designs are always, mobile responsive. I want to have that as a priority. So then it's going to figure out how to do that for you. And I would say Claude Sonnet 3.5 is probably the best LLM to ask to generate these types of prompts. There's another secret sauce that I want to see if I can experiment, but we'll kind of get maybe that into the next video. Also, can you use UI component libraries other than ShadCN? Yeah, totally. I think ShadCN is just more about there's a base level foundation and then you can style your components. You can even take ShadCN stuff as the base and then make your own component library. And there's a lot of other libraries. So there's stuff like Magic UI and stuff. So they're just kind of, I think a lot of people choose the other one because it's kind of the default. So yeah, just FYI. Yo, Branded Towns, what's going on, man? My ex-Apple buddy. What's up? Keep it cooking. Definitely. Tech friend, welcome, man. I appreciate everyone showing up in the streams. Got some sacks. Marketing. X is having an issue on the stream. I just realized that. Yeah, it just kicked it out. Such a bummer, man. Wish V0 produced plain CSS, no Next.js. This is pretty bloated if you just want to use the UI code. Yeah, there are some other alternatives. I think in the future, they're actually trying to do some other stuff besides their own platform. Obviously, they're trying to lock you in, but yeah, that's cool. How's it going? I use this tool to set up my prompts. Also, yes. Hey, how's it going, John Carter? What's going on, man? So appreciate everyone showing up right now. So let's see. I received a product idea, dashboard for users. So this is the prompts. And so part of this prompt that I gave you is pretty much to try to figure out and organize your thoughts. So it says to proceed to the next steps of clarifying, please type clarifying questions or go back to next step. So it's just basically trying to understand what I'm trying to do. The prompt is really made a lot for just, if you're walking and talking, you can just literally just spam a whole bunch of ideas and then it's going to try to get some clarification from you. But the product idea here is just dashboard for users to interact transfers with LLMs. It's this looks good. So to proceed, let's see, to go back to previous steps, type the name. Okay, let's proceed. Let's build it. So let's see what happens. So this is going to be interesting. So I'll start doing some questions to better understand. So I think what it's asking me, so this thing is actually acting like a product manager. So this is the prompt that we're testing from Gang Rui. And this is something that he was using to kind of act as a product manager and kind of distill his ideas, because he just had all these ideas. He would put it down, and what product managers do is they try to get you to kind of better clarify what is it you're asking for. And this is kind of a good step to practice. So that way you have a better clarity on the sections of things you need to build for your code. So this section here is probably really perfect. If you're not familiar with the software development process, a lot of the stuff I do is already in my head. So I just kind of move really quickly and people are like, how did you get from that step to that step? So I think this prompt can help you just clarify that just by saying, I went a little overboard. I said, here's a screenshot, here's things that I'm moving. And this is my first time trying it out. I'm doing it live. But if you don't even have that in your head yet, you're just like, I want to build this magical wizard thing. You would just start with this prompt, tell it everything you wish, and then just watch it cook. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So a little bit. So cool. Let's see. What specific features do you envision for the dashboard interface? How will users input or upload the transcripts into the system? Which LLM? What types of blog posts? Okay, cool. To proceed the next step of creating a spec doc, please type spec doc. Okay, go back to previous steps. Okay, I think as far as features, Features would just be something simple to get as my app attached, code attached. We'll get to the transcripts in TXT and .srt format. So I want the users to be able to go back and see them anytime. I then want something where they can generate a blog post using a custom prompt that they can tweak. They can also have suggested prompts from the community. So that'd be interesting. So it's kind of interesting because it does get you to think as you're typing this out, which is cool. It's like, hey, maybe I want that. Maybe, I'm just trying to give it everything. And so which LLM? We're going to use the GOAT. I want to have multiple LLM options, like Claude, GPT-4, etc. Okay. What types of blog posts? No, I don't think we need to do this. Any specific data privacy concerns? Of course. Yeah. Yes, for data privacy concerns. Just being very vague. User, yes. Yes for user, yes. For user authentication and management. See, this is pretty good. I like this. What level of customization do you want to offer users in terms of LLM prompts and settings? I think we kind of answered that. Output formats for export options for generated content. I don't yet have an output format, but it would be cool to output it as Markdown to begin with. I want the Markdown output to be formatted with a copy button. So the copy button will get the Markdown, but we display to the user the beautiful in a nice way. Something like that. My English is kind of broken, but it's okay. That's what LLM's for. They're supposed to understand us. Are there specific output formats or export options you want to include for the generated content? No. Okay. Do you have performance expectations? Not really. I think we just want to cook. So this is a pretty nice, like, interactive prompt. So I think it's going to try to iterate. Oh, let's go. Spec doc. It's cracking. I like this. Let's see. I'm implementing transcriptions on based screen recorder. Oh, yes, I've heard about this. This is what was talked about. I like this. But it will be local and not so fast as what you're building, but maybe I can just refer them to your apps. Cool. I think there'd be just some different ways. I'm experimenting with some local stuff on MLX. So I'm going to have to connect with you to kind of show you some of my techniques as well. Yes, Erin, definitely cook some prompts. I don't know why when I send a link to YouTube, it removes it. Oh, I think there's like a moderation right now. So it's like to prevent crypto spammers and stuff. You can also make an agent that is an expert at filling this out based on your elevator pitch description. Yo, okay, Mike Sachs with the marketing bro. Let's go. Yes, my favorite prompt for that is to generate the definite AI system prompt for an AI that is a master at XXXXX. Yo, okay, so we're gonna have to have Mike on the stream so that we can basically cook together some marketing prompts, because I think that's kind of the next step here. So what I'm kind of defining right now as like the engineer is like I'm doing the app side, but I definitely need some love on the marketing side, because look at this sad landing page. It's not really sad, it's very simple, but I'm pretty sure I should be able to cook, you know, because that's like the whole point of this whole show is like to take you along this journey to go from, we're going from 0 to 1 million, my friends. So 0 to 1 million, you're going to watch it here first. We're starting this live stream. My MVP, like I went from 0 to MVP, which is basically my app here, Ray Transcribes. I put this to the world and lit the world on fire and said, hey, I have like an hour and a half movie. Let's just cook. You know, how fast is this going to really take? So I have this thing processing as fast as possible. And then it sends it up over to Grok to do the transcription. So you have about an hour and a half live stream. Once the processing is done, that's sent up to the server and that returns back probably like in 30 seconds or less. And boy, this thing is just absolutely beast mode. So once it's processing, that's what we're doing. So this, look at this, look how fast. Dang, let's go. Go. Faster. Okay. And what ends up happening is then you get these transcripts that you can put into your, Google videos on YouTube. You can put into, videos on X, people like that. You also have this massive transcript here. Dang, that's crazy. So look at this, crazy. You can download the SRTs and stuff. I launched this to the world the other day and that was pretty bonkers. So the metrics here show that, basically the processing speed was 8 megabytes a second. So processing time was 19.78 seconds. Dude, for an hour and a half stream, it did it an hour, like 20 seconds. Sheesh, bro. Sheesh. Yeah, indeed. So this app is basically the app that I'm going to try to take to $1 million. And I don't know how it's going to look like or how it's going to get there, but I think there's other people in the community who've reached out, Mike being one of them, saying, hey, I'd love to help you like with AI prompting and marketing. I have a lot of marketing background, so we're going to try to do that. I'm going to try to have him on the stream. We're going to do some live streams and kind of try to build out like a landing page for that. And for right now, if you're really interested in checking this out, Ray Transcribes waitlist, just literally type in raytranscribes.com. I'll put this up in here as well. And then you should be able to just drop your email into the sign up list. Let me know if you have any issues. Just another note as well. It's going to send you an email and just make sure you confirm it because sometimes other people put other people's emails in there and I just want to make sure that you're the one who sent the email. So just FYI, if it's not in your inbox, just check your spam folder because that's also pretty common right now. It's just going to Google spam filters. So make sure you check that. But that's raytranscribes.com and this is what we're building and I'm just taking you through that journey. So what I'm trying to design right now is a little bit of like the dashboard and what that would look like as the next step. Because I want to get some people to start, I've already got some people to use this and it went bonkers. And I feel like this is the MVP we're about to like go really in on. So that'd be really chill. We've defined the spec doc. Its product as dashboard allows users to manage their transcripts, generate blog posts from these transcripts using various LLM models, ask questions about the content, and the system emphasizes user customization. Great. I like this. Ship it. I think what would be really interesting is how the stuff that I define here could possibly be put into the marketing stuff, to understand like what the app does so that the LLM has a much more rich information saying, hey, here's my spec doc. Let's go ahead and generate some marketing templates for this and see what we can do. Actually, you know what we can do right now? I'm going to try that in parallel. I have a marketing prompt that I'm going to try as well, but yeah, I get a lot ahead of myself. I'm just trying to keep this stream a little bit focused more on the topic, and then maybe I'll make that for the next stream. So just FYI, I'm very excitable. So it's cool. So let's see. It solves the process of converting transcripts into blog posts, centralized platform for transcript management. I like this. LLM models, deeper insights. Yeah. So content creators, podcasters, journalists, research. Let's go. That's what I'm all. Yeah, I'm all in on this right now. I'm gonna make my head bigger because this is pretty cool. Okay, cool. So key features: transcript management, view and manage upload transcripts. Dude, this thing is nailing it. Wow. Data privacy, integration with multiple LLMs. So the next step is design user interface mockups, plan API integrations for LLMs, and develop data model for transcript and user management, and create a core prototype. So I want to design a user interface mockup. So So to proceed to the next step, please type in design flows. Let's go. So this is going to be the really cool thing. So Gang Rui, which we were talking about earlier, who dropped that video on X, it was demonstrating this part where it's basically like building each part of the screen for you, which is like I don't know if you know this, but it takes a long ass time to like generate one screen to make it like usable. And it's literally generating all of them all at the same time right now, just for us. Sheesh. Damn, this is crazy. So it's breaking down our app as a designer, like in each little section. So it's saying there's a user registration and login flow, and this is what the user can see. So welcome screen, options with sign up and log in, registration for new users, login form, reset password, dashboard home screen. So this is kind of where we can define a little bit more with the text and chat and stuff like that. Yo, shout out to Mr. Frank with the super chat. Yo, what's happening, man? This is an awesome project guide for Claude. Yes. If you haven't had a chance to, I have it up on my GitHub, and I'll have this here as a LLM cursor rules that you can go ahead and use. And let me just drop this in right now if you haven't seen it yet. So this is where you can get that rules for the AI product development, and you just literally just drop this in on Claude and like go through this iteration. Especially if you're just stuck and you have no idea, it's going to ask you questions, which I really do appreciate. And to me, it's literally like hiring $1,000 consultant or more to iterate back and forth. So you have a project manager that's going to ask you about what your app is. It's handing it off to a designer right now to basically, we're designing our different app windows. And then what's going to happen next is going to pop us over into V0 with links with those exact prompts that we're going to like have V0 generate. So this is just going to be like, this stream is literally just about this right now. There's just too much. This is so crazy. So this is like our user registration dashboard home screen. I'm really interested in building this here. So it's a quick overview, recent transcript, quick access to blog posts, ask questions, navigation menu, a user profile, login. Sheesh, let's go. Okay. This looks pretty good. And the management screen for your transcripts, I like this. So list all of these, search and filter, upload new transcript. Man, this is fire. Okay, so drop down screen for the models for blog post generation. I like this. Like this is a whole separate, like almost app here. Blog post output screen. Sheesh, let's go. Q&A interactive screen. Selected transcript text input. This is where you can ask questions. And then a settings screen of what the user. Let's just go. Let's go. Generate the screens. Okay, this is absolute bonkers. It's so bonkers right now. I can't believe it. This is so nice. Can you also check out the AI Code King workflow as well? I'll have to check that out. Right now, I'm kind of focused on launching my app. And so when I check it out, I'll see if it's actually worthy of, bringing it into the stream and kind of informing you guys. Popped in the stream, but say I'm traveling, I will watch the recording for sure. Hey, thanks for joining, Numan. It's so cool. Yeah. And for those who are just watching, also make sure you tell your friends on X. I had stuff on X and the stream kind of died there. So we'll kind of do this. I'll make my head a little bit smaller just so we're here. I'm going to put myself up here. And all right. So I think what I'll do is I'll squeeze this over this way so it's just not completely in the way of things. Yeah, that way I'm here. Okay, cool. So dang. Okay, so what it cooked was the design flow. So now I'll put on my product designer hat and generate the user flows. So it basically is putting on the user flow like stuff it did for us. And it's just like, here's the detailed prompts for each of these screens we've identified in the user flow. And these will be used to generate visual representations in the screen. So this is literally the prompt that we're going to put into V0. So I think what it was supposed to do is give me a URL, but it didn't do that for whatever reason. So I may have to adjust my prompt. But what Artifacts did was just basically give me the exact prompt. So I want to work on the dashboard home screen. So this is create a modern, clean dashboard. Let's just put this in the V0. Let's go. V0.dev. Let's go. Chat. New chat. Okay. So we're going here. We're going to pop it, lock it, lock it, drop it. Okay, so let's do the first one. Cook. So we're gonna watch it cook. It's gonna be thinking. I'm gonna try to see if I could do these at the same time because that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so it's gonna be generating its code here, and then we're gonna go to the dashboard screen, which is the second one. Hit copy down here, and then I'm gonna go to v0.dev. Okay. And then our second one is going to be this. So this is our chat window. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. So this is still generating our dashboard. Let's see. Sheesh, let's go. Yo, this is an app. This is oh my God. What are we doing with our lives? Yo, I mean, we went from Ray Transcribes here to like this. Generate blog posts, ask questions. So recent transcripts, I like this. Transcripts here, oh, sheesh, come on, bro. Yo, this dashboard is fire. Not gonna lie. Dang, this is amazing. Let's see the second one. Get out of here. I have so much trouble prompting and like being very specific. And this prompt literally unlocks the world for us. I don't have to like be that specific about these little details. And this is an amazing starting point for design, for conversation, for my app that has all these different ideas and requirements. And we basically just knocked it out in like this one interaction, right? Dang. Oh. Are you watching this right now? This is crazy. Yo, Ray 2.0 in the house. Sheesh. Sheesh. Apply to chat CN. Ask apply to chat CN. What does that mean? I'm just, look at this. Community prompts. Summarize key points. Engage in. Sheesh. Formatted. Oh, I like this little. It gives you the formatted preview of what the blog post will look like. And then you get the markdown source. Oh my God. Let's go to dashboard trends. Oh, this is absolutely bonkers. Crushed. So this was the prompt up here. For those, this is what we copied from Claude in the, so just a little bit of kind of heads up right here. So what we've done is, for those who are just joining in right now, we started off with some basic requirements, and it's like, hey, yo, chill. You went too hard right now. We just got to just make sure this is your product idea. And then you're like, okay, let's build it. And then it just starts to ask you clarifying questions. So if you answer these questions, you're going to get pretty far in terms of how your app is going to, behave and what features it's going to have. So the more you answer, the better the results actually. So we did that. And then we kind of told it what we wanted. And then it gave us a spec doc. And so this is where we can sort of iterate with the spec document. We didn't really say, we just said, hey, this looks good. Let's just go. And then the next step is designing the flows, which is what it did. And then that's the, we can have made changes if we wanted to or not. And I just, I'm really quick to build. I just want to say, let's just go. I'm more about the feedback from my customers. But if you didn't have anything in your head, you could just, just keep running, kind of like what we're doing here. And so what we did with V0 was we popped in the first thing, which is dashboard home screen prompt. That dashboard home screen prompt is literally this. So after we put in the transcript, we're going to get popped into this view here, which will allow you to then like generate a blog post or like ask some questions maybe for your transcripts, right? And then these were the recent transcripts that have been done. So you can view them, you can edit them, you can do whatever you want. So these would probably be the different views you would get popped into. This is obviously your name for like your profile photo for settings. Jesus, like literally copying the prompt. And then the second thing that we did, which is just literally says the, in the dashboard home screen, which is the second prompt, which is blog post generation. So then we're going to go to blog post generation screen. Let's go ahead and go to that one. And then I'm going to have V0 generate that. So then we had copy content, go over here, go to V0. V0 is a bad man. Sheesh. Okay. Let me move my head out of the way and then put this over here. And so this is what we're doing now is basically step 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. So we did QA interactive screen pop. So this is the one that's going to actually do a little bit of Q&A. So we're going to hit go. Remove the cursor one. Sheesh, my goodness. So what we're doing right now, if you haven't had a chance to, I'm basically going to Ray Transcribes. I have a little bit of waitlist going. So go ahead and join that because this is where we're going to cook. And my app right now, I launched it and I had it available for 48 hours. 4,000 people rolled through and used it. I had 200 plus hours of transcriptions done in like lightning speed. And all I'm asking you right now, it's free for an email. And so what's currently live is just this waitlist right now because I'm going to try to open it back up when I have like these types of screens done. So I need to set up authentication. I need to set up these different, databases and things. And I'm going to definitely do that live with you. And right now, this is what we're doing. We're literally building this live. We're going to take it from that first step into this next, like grown man stage. So that's what we're going to do. And this is what we're doing right now. So Brendan Towns, fire, bro, coding with AI, bro. That's what it is. Prompting, coding, and then we got to share. I think everyone's got to pop in here and share what's going on. So what's the initial prompt for the Claude screen generator? Okay, that's a really good one. To do that, it's over here on my GitHub at Ray Fernando 1337. I just put this in the chat as well. So once you go in there, you have LLM cursor rules. So with LLM cursor rules, you're going to actually see where it says AI product dev. That's the one I'm using, and that's the one I linked you. You just go to the code part, and then this is where you just copy this code and put it into Claude for the project. So that's how we started out. And then, it's going to ask you some questions and you do this interactive stuff. So now we're at the like Q&A section. So this is almost the same app. It's like the instructions are so good that it kind of generates the same type of like UI here. So this is transcript 1, transcript 2. Obviously, we're going to have to fix some of these things. Clear conversation. Oh, refresh. That's what's crazy about this stuff. It's like literally like real. It's real code. It's actually running in a container and everything. You say YOLO. This is oh man, I can't believe it. I'm always still so surprised. And like this is building our app. I don't have to code it. I have to prompt 5 prompts. I'm still blown away. I can't. I literally can't right now. This is so exciting. Okay, get back to work. Gotta focus. Okay, so all right, we did. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Blog post QA interactive prompt screen. Right, that's what we're doing here. So yeah, this is create intuitive QA interface. Right. So we did that. Create a QA interface. So now we got to do the setting screen prompt. So this is our setting screen prompt. We're gonna hit copy this one, and then we're gonna go V0. And then we're going to paste this thing in and let it do its thing. Sheesh, bro. Wow. Yeah. So the reason why I took my app offline was, number one, it's just going crazy already. Number two is like, what should I charge? I don't even know what to charge yet. That's another thing. Like, what is my actual business plan for this? And I started it because I wanted to have a way for my transcripts to be transcribed. And I discovered Grok, which does this extremely quickly. And so I thought, this is really cool. And then just me being me, I was like, why don't I just use V0 and make this? So I started a live stream, and that's what we did. And we built this app live, and then we shipped it live. And I think I originally shipped it to Replit. And then I was trying to add authentication and push it into Vercel. And that's where I ran into issues with like the file sizes. You can only send certain file size like 4.5 megabytes as far as your body, and that just means that when because everything's done serverless, they have this limitation because they can't, there's a lot of bandwidth to use. Then I discovered Cloudflare. So Cloudflare, and this is not sponsored, by the way. None of this stuff sponsored. This is literally me going through this journey, sharing with you what's going on, just giving you the real. Cloudflare lets you just run a Node.js server. So what you can do is like they own the infrastructure. Everything's nearly free. I think it cost me like $5 a month. So I'm going to have to do a whole video on that because it took me a day and a half to get Cloudflare all configured. And now I'm way more comfortable, but the first day and a half was painful. So I don't wish that upon you right now if you're just getting started, but I'm definitely going to do some videos on that because that's definitely worth looking into. I think it's going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to save me a lot of money. And I think I'm just going to use that to build on top of it. So it's already running. So just a heads up. Dang. Okay, stop. V0, y'all cook too hard right now. V0's got the buffet. Sheesh. So this is the settings screen. Yo, this is kind of hot, not gonna lie. This is where people can manage their stuff. We got a free settings pane? Come on. Yo. So what's interesting, if I'm gonna be using Clerk for authentication, this settings screen may actually already be taken care of for me. So I may not have to need this actually. But this is kind of cool, the chat with transcripts section where you can like select the transcripts you want to chat with. Like you can probably bundle them up and then just ask questions. Yeah, that's kind of nice, not gonna lie. And then this is our transcript to post. So this is where you want to basically put a custom prompt saying, I want you to give me a great blog post for my newsletter, something like that. And then we hit generate, and it's going to basically generate the blog post from the transcript that you selected. And so there's no information on what transcript is actually selected. So that'll be really interesting. We'll have to figure that out. I'm going to hit generate, right? And then you can select the markdown source of that. Dang. We got our app. And then this is the actual dashboard. So this is where we would go ahead and generate blog posts. These are where recent transcripts are done. And yeah, sheesh. Damn, this is so good. Wow. And so I think we're going back into this prompt and I'm just going to follow up a little bit. So it says the settings screen provides a visual foundation to proceed in the next step of analyzing required APIs. Go ahead and analyze APIs. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit the analyze APIs. Let's just kind of keep following this plan. So this is just off of one prompt, by the way, from my boy Gangrui, who took the original prompt from Imrat. And then from Imrat, Imrat was the one that actually kind of put us on game that you can actually generate really cool v0.dev URLs. And so what that means is that it's going to give you that prompt. So if you type in v0.dev/chat and then hit this little thing and put the prompt in here, this is what it's going to generate for you. So I rewrote the prompt that he has here into Markdown. I think it kind of did not follow this format. So we'll see. But this is the next step we're moving into, which is going to be the API requirements. So the API requirements are going to be thinking in this manner so that it's going to actually do some research for us. So Claude does not have access to the internet as far as going out to look up some information, but this is going to be pretty important for us. So just a FYI, I got some people cleaning the house. And so we may have to do some more music and I have to do more, maybe visuals and stuff, just as we do this for now. So just chill. Hello. We're still alive. It's all good here. Stuff happens when you live in a house. So in here real quick, I'm just kind of popping in because I have some stuff being done. But basically, I'm going to give it some more of the requirements of what I'm using. So I'm going to say I'm using Clerk for authentication. And then for the database API, Neon Tech was generous enough. They're not sponsoring this, by the way, but they gave me a scale plan, which is awesome. So basically, I can get my database from 0 to scale to enterprise level. And this would actually be kind of cool. So like I would love to stress test their database. And they just said, yeah, just go ahead and cook, do whatever you want with this database. And if it lights us on fire, then we can fix bugs. I was like, yo, for real? Okay. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to use Neon Tech for the database and that'd be really cool. I'm going to have to tell it about that. OpenAI Anthropic, this is going to be out of my pocket. That's how we do it. Markdown, processing libraries, React Markdown. Actually, you know what I want to do is I'd love to start like a little membership. And I think there's a lot of people who want to participate. And I definitely appreciate like the super chats that have been rolling in as well. Because that'd be kind of fun, like to be a part of this, the journey. And to just be called out, like I'd love to have you in the credits. Be like, yo, I was one of the day one people. And I think we need like these types of things. I don't know, when I build an app, I want to say it's like not only built by me, but also built by the community. The only reason why I'm able to do a lot of this stuff is because everyone on X is sharing too. And people are on YouTube sharing. People are on all these different platforms sharing everything they know. No one knows everything, right? So by us connecting with other people, I think that's really cool. So like maybe like a little membership thing that just kind of says, hey, you're going to be featured as far as like a name or something as part of this, $1 million app idea or something like that. So that'd be kind of fun. So it's like sponsored, I guess it would be kind of fun. I don't know. I think that idea would be kind of fun. So we'll see. I'll let you know. If you subscribe, definitely you'll be getting some posts about it. And we'll probably talk about it in the community page. That'd be kind of cool. So Markdown processing libraries. Analytics API, error logging, Sentry or Rocket. Okay. I don't have a preference or know any of these things. So to proceed next, searching for APIs, please type search APIs. So I'm just going to say for authentication, we are going to use Clerk. For database, we are going to use Neon Tech DB. And then what else? LLM APIs. Yep. Markdown. Prism.js. And then I guess the tech stack would be next.js like 14. Even though 15 is coming out, I'm gonna convert it all to 15. Next.js 14 with app router, TypeScript, Tailwind, and then Tailwind CSS. Yes, sir. Okay. I don't think. Let's see. Analytics API, analytics with PostHog. Analytics and error logging with PostHog. Okay, that'd be cool. We can do that. ChatCM, no ChatCM. I think ChatCM would be out of the box. Yeah, maybe I'll just mention that too. So I think on tech stack. Yeah, let's try that. Tailwind CSS, Shad, CN UI. Okay, cool. I think we're Gucci, so we'll do that. Have you tried fine tuning on Replicate? You know, I have not. I have used other people's fine tunes for like an app. I made an app that does. I'll probably do that later. I don't want to get too distracted, but yes, that'd be cool. I have an iOS app that basically lets you upload your face and then put anything you want to. Like instead of uploading 10 images, you just need one face to be uploaded, and it's going to allow you to do stuff. Put yourself in other scenarios. Put yourself on the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. Can't wait for the Cloudflare video. Yo, Cloudflare is crizacked. Yeah, Twitter is currently down right now. Yeah, I'm so bummed about the stream being down on Twitter because there's so many people who wanted to watch there. I usually get like 1,000 people who usually show up. What's the best authentication platform? Best is totally your own opinions. Right now, for me, I want to use Clerk Authentication. I really have enjoyed their product. It's so easy to use. I've looked into the Nextauth, and I'm still like a beginner in terms of like, doing software development for the web. And so I have a lot of background, like more on client type of things. And I've just really enjoyed the developer experience with Clerk, the way that they keep their security updates. I had an issue with the security problem a long time ago, like maybe a year ago. And it wasn't me specifically that was affected, but they handled it extremely well and worked with their partners like Vercel and these other people who use their platform to patch the issue nearly immediately. It was like a 0 day. And then they did it all in the back end before they even announced. And then they like made sure that everyone was secure before they like announced the thing. And then you just had to go change a number to then bump up your version. And that was it. So like you were already secure by default. And so just watching them go through that fire drill to me really gave me a lot of confidence in like their product, how they stand, what they admit, what they do in the background with their partners. And that level of integration of security is like something that, I want to hand that off to. If, I feel like if I'm going to be making $1 million, if I have whatever I charge my user base, like even if I get 20,000 users, it's going to cost $200 a month. I get 10,000 users for free. So that's kind of my first journey, 0 to 10,000 users. So can I get 0 to 10,000 users? Can I make some money off that? Is it that easier than handling and hiring a security team and figuring out updates? I'm a solo person engineer. So that's kind of the other thing about this. It's kind of a big reason why I'm kind of going through like some baked in auth providers right now. This would be kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and kind of doing these types of things. This is really cool right now. So let's see. So I think it says now that we've updated API requirements, so Clerk, pros, actually, yeah, this totally laid out exactly what I was talking about. So secure authentication offers user management features, good integration with Next.js, limited cost for high volume, obviously, Clerk setup, Next.js app, yep, database, okay. Relatively new, may have fewer resources, okay. Compatible with these ORMs, Integration, set up a database. Yeah. Use Prisma. I want to use Neo, not Neo, Prisma, Drizzle. I should have said that. LLM, no change. Okay, markdown processing, no change. Analytics and error logging. Combine analytics. This is like having a conversation with some pro. Yeah, this is cool. I like how this is doing its thing. Yo, I like this. Okay, cool. So, okay, I think we cooked. So let's just, to proceed to the next steps of searching, please type in search APIs. So let's go ahead and proceed to the next step. So what I think it's going to do is generate the URLs for us to do searching on Perplexity to gather this information. So this prompt is like a mega prompt, and it's basically allowing us to go through the entire workflow from idea, this vague idea, to then solidifying all these different factors here. Jesus, this is crazy. Like, this whole thing is insane. I'm still kind of blown away. So right now it's generating a search query for, wow, this is amazing. For implementing, so, wow. So post hog, so drizzle ORM with Next.js search query. This clerk authentication search query. Let's go. This is like, this is nice. This is really nice. Not gonna lie, this is really, really nice. You should be able to also tweak the LLM prompt, by the way, if you don't want to use Next.js with whatever your actual particular provider or whatever thing you want to do. So this prompt that I just gave you guys from Gang Rui, if you haven't had a chance to follow him, definitely hit him on the follow. Gang Rui is kind of where you're at. I think people are probably like, dang, I got these notifications. People are probably on my profile like, yo, stream is dead. I'm going to just tap them real quick with, where they can tap in right now. So YouTube at Ray Fernando 1337. This is where we're at. Of course, I have the clickbaity thumbnail because no one's going to click unless they see this thing. So I want to go to share right here. Cooking over here, fam. Let's see. I'm going to quote tweet. I'm going to say X large L on X. Peep the stream at blah. That way people who are tuning in can continue watching and stuff, because that's such a fail whale. So yeah, it's still a young platform, if you know what I mean. Okay, it's okay. We do what we gotta do. All right, so right now we have the search query for Drizzle. We have the clerk authentication. We have post hog. We have LLM API integration with search query. Sheesh, let's go. And so LLM API integrations with Next.js search. These search queries should provide us detailed information on integrating Drizzle, clerk, post hog, and LLM APIs with Next.js using App Router. The results will give us a solid foundation for implementing our transcript to post application. To proceed the next step to summarize, go back to previous steps. Okay, let's just pop one of these in right now. So what I'm gonna do is grab this one and then just do this query. So I'm gonna go to Perplexity. So one of the things that's cool about Perplexity is I have the pro version. This is like an absolute must. The pro version was basically agentic search. And what that means is that it's going to try to understand what you're actually asking. And then it's going to try to then from there, do multiple searches. And we're seeing that right now. So it's doing like all of these searches based off that one query. So it's searching this and then searching like all these resources and even YouTube videos as well. And it like even generates additional search terms all at the same time on your behalf. That's why this is next level. And that's why you need to get a pro account. I should give you a referral link, to be honest. Like I would, if there was no referral link, I would still refer this place because this is just absolutely bonkers. I mean, you just have to have pro. If you're going to be doing this type of stuff, if you're going to be using LLMs, you got to get on this. So check this out. So it checks the latest documentation, sets me up with installing Drizzle, right? This is how it set it up. Set up the ORM in the SRC DB index. Let's go. Connection to the database. Let's go. Defining the schema. Yes. Got the CRUD operations. So like even gives me the transcripts page. Come on, let's go. And it even gives me like the read and update, delete joins. Let's go. It basically did my database schema, right? Yeah, I think up here. So this is my schema. My schema is basically, I have a users table with the ID, name, email, and then I have the transcripts with user ID, content, and created at. Yes, that looks pretty good. Drizzle kit. Okay. Okay. Implement the connection pooling. Oh, let's go. Use prepared statements. Sheesh. Come on. Come on. Wow. This is a fantastic one. Let's go to authentication. So this is one for setting up Clerk with the SDK and the login. Perplexity, please save us. Perp. Who's got that perp? Let's go. Okay, I'm going to paste this thing in here. Paste. Okay, hit pro, go. Oh my God, this is absolutely bonkers. Like super bonkers. What was your background on Apple? Like, what did you do? Language and stuff? Damn, what is my background? Basically, I just showed up and got to eat food all day, eat apples. I'd say like my primary responsibility there dealt with, I think there were 3 major arcs in my life, or 4. The first one was like actually the Genius Bar, like being at the ground level retail, moving into iOS, like the restore stack and like the build team, build system stuff. A little bit like with that, and then dealing with the over-the-air updates was like the bigger thing. Like that was my biggest arc, I'd say, at the company. So yeah, and then the next thing after that was health team, dealing with the integration of like health features, like connecting to medical records and stuff like that. And then coming back to the Apple Watch organization and helping them with the build quality process and stuff like that. So I think that was kind of like the last arc there. Yeah. So that was like a multi-step arc, but yeah, that was a lot of my background. Clerk is nuts. Yeah, sir. Mark, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, we were definitely, look at this. So this takes us through setting up Clerk, installing the keys. I did this on a previous live stream, so this looks exactly the same. How I would set it up and how I like protect the routes as well. And then even tells me about the server components to set up. The client hooks, let's go. Best practices to secure API routes. Nice. This is very nice. I like this. And then post-hoc integration, LLM API. This tells us about getting the LLM routes. Sheesh. So we can just do... So go back to previous steps, just type in the step name, available steps, and then receive product idea, clarifying questions, spec design docs or flows, and generate screens, analyze APIs, search APIs. So this is basically what we would do to go back and kind of iterate. Like, hey, I don't like the way that this is doing the search APIs, or I don't like the way this screen looks. Can we make this screen look better? And then we would just iterate here and then pop into the various things, whether it's V0 for the iteration or whatever. In my case, I'm pretty much set up as like a good base level here. So just to kind of understand and summarize a little bit of what's going on. There's a lot going on right now. So I want to take you through it. So what we're doing is we're going to basically take my app, Ray Transcribes, and we're going to basically go from 0 to 1 million. So that's the goal here. Make $1 million with using AI. So I know how to do a little bit of programming, but I'm not advanced. I'm just new to Next.js and this whole thing. And a lot of people are using Cursor to build apps, and I've been able to build some apps using this, and I do like this workflow. So that's going to be what we're primarily using. And so the goal here is to like learn about marketing, learn about entrepreneurship. I'm going to take you through this journey. And so by you joining me on this journey, we're going to learn together, how do we market some apps? How do we actually get that out there to an audience that uses it and so forth? So I did an experiment this past weekend where I put my app live and literally just like the overwhelming response of people using it. So much so I had to shut it down because literally my bill was just like flying off through the roof with how many people were actually logging in to use this. And I was like, yo, I can't pay for these bills right now. I got to put this on lock. So yeah. And so now we're going to take this initial idea and take this and expand it out a little bit further, because as a solo creator who generates these live streams, I need to have transcripts. Then I need to generate blog posts. I need to do other things with the LLMs. People have asked me, hey, I have these transcripts. Can you make some things where I can chat with them? Because they have YouTube videos. And right now, what I didn't realize is that we literally by accident built the fastest transcription available on the internet right now. Like this thing is burning down the house right now. That's why it's so crazy right now. So like literally I can get faster if I go to chill mode. I don't know if you know this, but if you toggle it into chill mode and you hit generate transcripts, this will generate the transcripts like even faster, which is badonkers right now. So like who does this? Who does this? Yeah, and so that's what I want to deliver. Like this is the first part of the experience, and then the next part of the experience is we're going to launch you into generating blog posts. So just as an example, I have some examples of my projects here. If I go to like a blog post, so SEO friendly blog post, and this is kind of what it looks like. So this is a recap of the OpenAI demo day when I was actually doing a live stream from there. And this is like my entire live stream. And from there, my prompt basically does an AI analysis, generates titles, and then it does an evaluation on the titles. It generates itself, generates like the metadata stuff that you need for Google to rank on SEO. And then it goes and generates blog posts. So this is what I'm going to deliver in my app. I already have the prompt ready. We just need to actually like bake it in with the user experience and stuff. So this is what you're going to get as you start using this. So like this is kind of the multi-step journey. So from zero to MVP is our first phase. This is kind of what we've been testing out. Clearly there's people that want to use this. And then the next big thing is like, what do I charge for this? Who wants to use this? Who's actually my users? What is my business plan? I don't know that yet. So I'm going to figure that out in my next coming streams. And so this prompt that we were doing today, we were just testing out this workflow from my buddy here on X. I totally forgot his name. I'm kind of butchering it right now. And that is something that I've already included. And so what I encourage you is to definitely subscribe, stick with me, follow along, share this with a friend who wants to witness this journey as well. And I'm going to start a little bit of a membership actually for YouTube. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, definitely hit the subscribe. I'm going to put up a community post. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be really cool. Maybe some private live streams where I sit down with you for an hour or sit down with a group for an hour for the people who are subscribed. And we just talk, like entrepreneurship, or what I'm thinking around behind the scenes type of stuff. And I kind of want to have my live streams kind of focused, but also have some cool like members only type of things. I think that'd be really interesting. But if I currently have a membership post in the community, when you subscribe, just go to my tab. I have a community tab, and let me know what you want to see. I think that'd be kind of cool. And that's kind of where we got this design inspiration from. So definitely check that out. But yeah, so just to recap, to find this, you can go to Ray Fernando 1337 onto like cursor rules. So I have my cursor rules available on my actual GitHub. And then here I have one for the AI product dev. And the AI product dev, I'm going to link it again here into the comments to do that. Is what you'll have here. And that's the one where we actually created a project in Claude. And this Claude project basically says, let me cook with V0. We put into the product knowledge. And that's basically where we're able to go in and generate this stuff. And from here, it's kind of where we went through this whole exercise. So I put in some information here, but you don't necessarily have to. You can literally just give it a very vague idea and then just let it kind of go through. So that's quite a bit. And then we went to V0 when we got to that section and actually generated some user interface designs. So we're going to do that. Right now, I'd say the next step for you to do at this very moment, if you're watching this video, raytranscribes.com. I want you to get on that email list if you do anything today, and we're going to cook together. This is going to be really cool. That's where I'm going to take you through this journey. My next live stream, I'm going to have, I'm going to have a live stream tomorrow on prompting and an app called Repo Prompt, which is going to be really cool. So this is another way to actually do prompting, but using multiple like code repos if you want to. And it has, you can use other language models besides Claude if you're not into that. And it's going to be really cool. So that's with Eric tomorrow at 9. And then I have one on Sunday. So if you're an iOS developer, stay tuned, because Sunday I have one with my favorite developer. His name is Rudrank. And we sat down about a couple weeks ago in Menlo Park, and we did a live stream where he was showing us how to make an app using Swift and using Cursor and Xcode. So like kind of hopping back and forth between the two. And he's refined more of these workflows, and these workflows have continued to improve. That's going to be this coming Sunday, also at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to have some posted. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'm going to have some stuff posted so you can also say, notify me when this goes live. So that'll be for tomorrow for 9 a.m. And then I also have one on Sunday with Swift if you're into that coding with Swift, which would be really fun. So much to learn, so much going on this journey. I really appreciate you following me. This is the first of many videos. I'm going to have some vlogs as well going to be dropping besides the live streams to kind of take you through my thought process as I think about and talk to different people in this community to learn about entrepreneurship. I want to meet people live. I want to go to their house, talk with them like, yo, I'm trying to launch this app. Tell me, give me the sauce, for you as well. And I share it back. I think this is kind of what is going to be really cool. So lots of stuff going on. RayTranscribes.com. Hit that subscribe, like, and I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, actually. And big shout out to Mr. Frank with the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. So cool that people are coming together. And I feel like I need to do this community thing too, so that we can connect and stay connected and do some really cool stuff. So appreciate everyone for staying on the stream, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.